What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review, and this time we're taking a look at Godzilla, King of the Monsters, the 1956 American re-edit of the 1954 Japanese classic. So, let's try and make this review as short and sweet as possible. So, the American re-version stars Raymond Burr, who plays a reporter who travels to Japan, and he basically chronicles Godzilla's arrival, his impending rampage of Tokyo, and his eventual demise. That's pretty much it. The entire movie is told from the point of view of this reporter named Steve Martin by Raymond Burr, and he has little interactions with the cast of the original movie through use of voice dubbing and stunt doubles and some clever re-editing. That's basically it. I mean, the overall story and structure is the same of the original movie. I mean, but since this is a more of an American version, it changes the message of the first movie. Because since this movie is told from more of an American point of view, it touches on American fears and things of that nature. Specifically, since when this movie came out, the United States was currently in the Cold War with the Russians, with Sputnik and space travel and things of that nature. So, if anything, King of the Monsters was more focused on American fear as opposed to the Japanese fear. But as a whole, how does the American re-edit hold up? I liked it. I like the American version. I don't hold it as in high regard as the original movie, but I thought Raymond Burr as Steve Martin was actually pretty good in the role. I mean, he doesn't really do a lot. He's mostly just standing around commenting on events that takes place, pretty much being the voice of the audience and being our eyes. And like I said, he has brief interactions with people here and there from the original movie through uses of body doubles. So, you can't really say a whole hell of a lot. Like, he doesn't really have any character development. However, what this movie did do that was pretty interesting is that it did a good job at combining both the Japanese footage and the American footage. There are moments where it's seamless, and then there are moments where you can clearly tell that that two different things have been squished together to try and pass off as one. There are times where it's seamless, and there are times where it's not. There are times where the voice dubbing can be very janky and awkward, and there are times where it can actually come across as fairly decent. I mean, this is 1956. You're pretty much converting a foreign film for an American audience. So, based on the technology that was available at the time, this movie did the best it could to have a seamless transition from Japanese to American, and it, for the most part, did fine. The director of the American scenes was a guy called Terry Morse, who was a famous, film doctor type of director, like a journeyman director. And for the American scenes that he created, I thought he did a fine job. It wasn't anything spectacular or brilliant, but you can clearly tell where his scenes are and where Ishirō Honda's scenes are, and that's where the jankiness can appear also, because there are moments where the Ishirō Honda footage, which is very gritty and dark and documentarian, conflicts with Terry Morse's scenes, which is very polished, very Hollywood, and you can tell it's American. And sometimes those two things, they don't clash really well. But like I said, for the most part, they did their best, and it's an overall solid edit. I don't hate it. I actually kind of enjoyed it, which is why I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Don't really have anything bad to say about it. King of the Monsters from 1956. So yeah, that's just my brief review of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Let me know your thoughts on the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.